You must be the lady I've been hearing so much about.
Yes, sir. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. King.
Now tell me about yourself. Jesse here says that you fight in all pink.
I'm from West Virginia.
What's that got to do with pink?
Nothing, sir. I'm just telling you about myself.
Yeah, pink was my idea.
I think I found my thing. I bet most people go their entire lives and they don't even know what their thing is.
You the world champion right now. You think you what makes the world turn. But one day you're gonna wake up and realize that it turns just fine without you.
What are you doing sneaking around behind my back?
Sneaking around. Hey, Dad. I think I want to come home.
You want to lose your trainer, your career, all of it?
Honey, you are like family to me. I am worried about you. I've heard some stuff.
What stuff?
There's no Christy Martin without me.
I need help, Mama. He's angry at me all the time.
Oh, Christy. You sound crazy.
If you leave me, I'll kill you.
You do what you have to do. I spent half my life hiding. That's my house. My things. That's my gym.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a treat for you.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Christy, arriving in theaters on November 7th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things Christy, I have the coal miner's daughter herself, boxing legend Christy Martin. I have director and co-writer David Michôd, as well as Mirrah Foulkes, who is the co-writer and producer on this as well. Thank you all so much for your time. I truly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Definitely. So, this film is inspiring. It's heartbreaking. It's all the range of emotions. Thank you for this art, everyone. But if I can start with you, Christy, we had a Netflix series that kind of detailed what had occurred with your husband and your life, as well as you wrote a book that's available on your website right now as well. When this came about, giving your story, why did it mean so much for you? And I would only assume that domestic violence is such an important issue. And so thank you for sharing your story to help prevent domestic violence.
Absolutely. As I say, I made a deal with God from my hospital bed after being shot and stabbed that if he would let me live, I would help one person before I left this earth. And then the arrogant me kicked in and said, no, I want to help one person every day before I leave this earth. And this is a way to help people. You know, these guys have made a movie that's going to be around for years and years to come. And people are going to sit down with their children. Hopefully fathers are going to sit down with their daughters. This is going to open up discussions about domestic violence and make people feel more at ease talking about a topic that so many want to skip over quickly.
Definitely. All right. So David and Mirrah, you are the co-writers on this project. How did you discover Christy, and for you both to make this the next project for yourselves?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I can't remember exactly how it came, how the fact that how Christy's story came to me, other than that I was told to check out Laura Brownson's documentary on Netflix, which is really good. but don't watch it first if you haven't seen it. Watch Christy the movie first, and then watch Laura's documentary. But it's really good. And I mean, when I'm looking for something to make, I'm first and foremost looking for a character or two characters and how they interact. And I knew seeing, not just watching Laura's documentary, but meeting Christy for the first time, that I had a character. That's a big personality, that one.
The shy one.
Like an extraordinary, a kind of epic story. I mean, and one that starts as an underdog, like an almost delightful underdog sports story, and then starts to shift into something really harrowing, and then like powerfully moving. And you go, okay, all the ingredients for a movie are there. And then there's all the important stuff in there too about coercive control and wanting to understand how those kinds of relationships function. Felt very important to me.
Amazing. Mirrah, again, working with David, taking Chrissy's story and putting it into the screenplay to make all these amazing pieces work. Can you speak on that? And then as we find Sydney Sweeney, who I know, who is our lead in this, as well as also I know she's one of the producers behind this. I think she's going to get all the awards. She is absolutely brilliant. And so we can talk about casting her and getting Ben Foster, who I didn't even recognize him. I'm like, that's Ben Foster? Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Mirrah.
Yeah, they're both so good. They're both amazing. I mean, neither Dave or I were familiar with Christy's story until we started the process of talking about maybe making this movie, and we were shocked that we weren't familiar with it. And then we decided that we should just start to investigate whether it made sense, and that investigation took the form of getting to know Christy. And we sort of felt like if it didn't feel like the right fit, if we were all trying to make a different movie, or if we didn't like each other, then we probably wouldn't proceed, and it wouldn't make sense to continue to make the film. But it turns out we liked each other. We just started talking a lot, long Zoom conversations over the space of months and months. And then I went to Florida to meet up with Christy, and we drove around for a week, just kind of talking and going to places that were significant in her life. And that's how the thing was sort of born. And then the writing process happened fairly quickly, actually. And so then Dave was tasked with having to cast it. And we felt like that was going to be a really difficult process. But it turns out, over to you.
Turns out it was.
So was Sydney always in mind, David? Or how did she become involved with the project along with Ben?
No, I mean, it's like, again, big personality here. You're writing that character. It's like you can write the greatest character in the world, but if you can't find the person to play it, then so yeah, in the back of both of our minds when we were writing was like, okay, there's a challenge to come. I don't know. Someone had said to me, hey, have you seen this movie called Reality on HBO? It's Tina Satter movie that Sydney plays a woman named Reality winner, NSA whistleblower. I hadn't even heard of it. I went and watched it and just went, oh man, Sydney Sweeney she's an actor.
Oh yeah.
She's not just, I mean, sometimes movie stars can get away for a certain period of time with just being someone the camera loves. But what that movie said to me straight away was that, oh, she's got a serious toolkit there. And she had, I also not long after discovered that she had a kind of MMA background when she was younger. So I just go, okay, she's boxing is a very different discipline, but she'll know the work that's required of her. and then I met with her and just instantly knew that she was hungry for it and would do the work. And then, that's the beautiful thing. You're always trying to create momentum. And then it was around that time that, it really, the train left the station.
Amazing. All right, Christy, when Sydney was brought on board along with Ben, did you have time to interact with them at all? Did Sydney, come for you for notes, to properly, give you life in this film?
By the time I met Sydney on set, I had a Zoom call or two with her, but by the time I actually physically was in the same room with her, she had put the work in. She already had been in the boxing gym. She had already been watching my fights. She was moving like me. She was talking like me. She was doing the arrogant stuff I did in the ring. She had put the work in. I didn't have to really. There was very little conversation that needed to take place. As far as Ben Foster goes, I had to stay as far away from that guy as possible because he was Jim Martin. And
wow.
He literally made my skin crawl. He just made this feel inside of me that I didn't really know where to put.
Yeah.
And the only thing I could do was stay away from him. And I did until the final call. And then I gave him a big hug and told him I loved him. And since then, he's been to the fights I've promoted. He showed up at TIFF in a pink suit with Christy Martin promotion t-shirt on. So he's hooked to me, or I'm hooked to him for the rest of his life.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Yeah, he was amazing in this role, and I can only understand with what, the story, due to the story of what, he had to portray in this. Creating this film, and making Christy, if I can go back to you, Mirrah and David, making this product, was there anything that you were nervous on in the material? Was it that big climactic scene? And I don't want to spoil for those that haven't seen it yet, but it is, again, based on Christy's life. The scene of the attack, were there anything you were nervous or anxious on in the production of the film? If I can go back to you, Mirrah and David.
I mean, in the writing process, I was nervous about everything because of Christy. I mean, you realize that the responsibility of taking on board the task of telling someone's life story, it's a big responsibility. It's a bigger responsibility when you really like and respect them. So like sharing the first draft with Christy was hands down the scariest thing I've ever done as a writer. And then I think it kind of continued when we had to share the actual film.
Yeah, I mean, it all made me nervous. It was, and yeah, that stuff at the end of the movie was challenging. I was aware and had been for quite a while beforehand that this was going to be something that needed to be handled very delicately is the wrong word, but carefully. And but everyone was there knowing. I think we all just, you just treat it like work. It's we knew what kind of movie we were making, and we just did the work. I think one thing that was really good for us actually was because of just schedule stuff that was out of our control. We had to shoot that big stuff in the first week of the shoot. And I think it was good to kind of just clear it off the work slate, and also to give us so for the rest of the shoot, we knew where we were heading, but yeah, I mean, it's work, it can be it's tough stuff, but I think for all of us, it's like, you look out for each other and you just get it done.
Definitely. Christy, when you finally saw the film, I'm curious your thoughts, and most especially of how one of the really moments that made me smile in the film is when Christy's character of yourself meets Lisa, your wife, and kind of like how we see kind of glimpses of the relationship build, and then towards the end, was that special for you? And just again, your overall feeling in seeing the film for yourself once it was all done.
Well, seeing the film, of course, I was nervous to see the film. But I said I put 100% trust in these guys, and they took great care of me. So I wasn't nervous as far as, oh my God, I'm going to see something that's going to be so untrue or it's going to be so hurtful to me. I guess I'm just nervous how the world's going to perceive it. As far as the scenes with Lisa, I think they're good scenes. They're great scenes. Like, they're funny, they're emotional. They show that they're flirty. There's a lot of things going on there. So yeah, it makes me smile.
I love it. I love Katy O'Brien. Again, great casting, guys. She's one of my faves. For you, David and Mirrah, I'm sorry. What do you hope people take away from when they see Christy?
Well, I mean, as you know, without any sort of spoilers, there's some pretty heavy stuff in the movie, but it's really important stuff, and we all feel pretty passionate about the fact that we continue to kind of shine a light on coercive control and domestic violence and those sorts of relationships. And if people can take away a sense of what the patterns are that oftentimes, more often than anyone would like, lead to really disastrous consequences for women, then that's a good thing. If people can be more familiar with those patterns and how to break the cycle of them.
Well said. How about you, David, with this work and your thoughts after creating this work of art?
Well, everything that Mirrah said is more important than what I'm about to say, but I do genuinely believe that, I don't know, one thing I really I find really gratifying about having made this film is that it's deeply emotional. It actually really makes you feel something. And I don't think I've made a movie before that is as moving as this one. And to be frank, if I can be frank for a moment, I don't feel like I see many movies at all these days that really make me feel. Isn't to say they aren't beautifully made. I mean, it's like made by master crafts men and women. It's just like hitting you here. It's like I don't know. I feel like that's what cinema's for in some way.
Love that.
A great empathy vehicle.
Yeah. Well said. I love that. And you succeeded with those intentions, Mirrah, Christy, David. Just brilliant film. Just well shot, well acted. Thank you so much. I want to give the legend over there, our champ, the coal miner's daughter, the final word. Christy, again, I know you're an advocate. You speak, you do public engagements, speaking on domestic violence. We're closing out Domestic Violence Awareness Month now. This film is now going to open to the public. What do you hope people take away, and what is your message, your kind of like final message with Christy?
This movie, it's going to be around a long time. It's going to be that movie that opens up dialogue between fathers and daughters, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, friends, just to bring domestic violence to the forefront, but also sexuality. There's so many times that I know that friends I have, they can't come out to their parents or they can't come out to their friends because they're afraid of not having acceptance. This, I hope, can show parents especially how you would rather your child be in a loving relationship than lying on the floor bleeding out. And it is so important to be accepting and loving of everyone. I mean, why do we have so much hate in this world? It's so much easier just to show love than to harbor the hate for people. So, I mean, drug addiction. But the biggest thing is the ultimate underdog. If I can do this, Southern West Virginia, coal miner's daughter, little bitty town, if I can make it to the top of the world, of the boxing world, all male, boxing, you can do anything you want to do.
Love that. And I'm very thankful you pointed out the LGBTQ aspect of Christy. That broke my heart because I have so many friends in the community. And that was one of the underlying themes that I meant to bring up earlier, but I didn't. So thank you, Christy. This hits on so many levels. Again, bravo to you all. I'm sending virtual flowers at you guys. I'm definitely going to be making some pics when I make my CCA noms and HCA and everything. You guys did an amazing piece of art right here. Thank you again to the coal miner's daughter, the boxing legend, Christy Martin. Shout out to David Michôd, director and co-writer, as well as Mirrah Foulkes, co-writer and producer. Everybody check out Christy when it hits theaters on November 7th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Thank you, guys.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Yeah. Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more Black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
They're nice to meet you. Nerds do rule the world.
We do. We're phenomenal, aren't we?
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
So much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy KUYA P, Nerds Rule the World. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
Do. They rule the world all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
I am recording. Excellent. Okay.
Do you want me to move back?
No,
I think it's a nice frame.
I think it's good. The composition's nice.
It works. It works. Thank you so much. How much time do I have real quick, Erica? So I know looking at time.
10 minutes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. David Michôd. I can brutalize names. So it's David Michôd.
Michôd. You don't pronounce the D on the end.
Michôd.
But thank you for asking.
I can brutalize names. I want to get it right. So if I mess up, my apologies. David Michôd. Christy Martin, the coal miner's daughter. I got you. And Mirrah Foulkes.
Yeah, you got it.
Excellent. All right. Thank you all so much for your time. I am recording. I'm just going to do a 3, 2, 1 real quick because we'll be coming off the trailer in my edit. And again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Let's have some fun. Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.